wanna see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend's smart, but my bud's wise.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Number 1.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 67 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Patriots.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. First down and more for Jackson. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Patriot 1st down.
On the ground is Michel. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Dropped off here for James White. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
That's quite a spot there for his 1st carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. sack back around the 28.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 65 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Patriots nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Michel on the counter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Michel, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Michel. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running out of the gun with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. New England on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14.
14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. They run the counter. Michel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the Patriot first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
On second down, it's White, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A quick pass out to Aguilar. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
To Nelson Aguilar. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They defer to White out of the shotgun, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Turnover on downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken just shy of the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 11. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
43-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
On the tackle.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 20. Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 50 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Second and 8.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Room here to run. The 20, 10, 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, 87 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 50 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, who picked off the last one? What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
3-yard line.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They go play action now. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Brings up second and goal at the Patriots.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 31, Patriots 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. On the left side, a catch by White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
James White. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
third down. He'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
A loss of 9 yards.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat pussy. How did you let it go miss? How she remember she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting